Welcome back, crew. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, if you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe, keep up to date with what I'm trying to put out there. Also, really appreciate the support from those people who have subscribed to the channel. Really means a lot, and I really want to thank you guys. So this is my first vlog catching up on what's been going on in the CrossFit space over the last couple of months. So we're just going to quickly go through a few things and have a little chat about some of the stuff that's been happening in the CrossFit world. Alright, so in my last video we saw that Ricky had qualified for Wodapalooza. He was also heading over to Dubai to compete at Dubai. Now he has competed at Dubai. He actually podiumed at Dubai, coming third. He also won the first two events, which was really cool to see. And just goes to show that he really does have the work ethic to be able to keep going, and I'm excited for what's coming through with his future for this season. Now, unfortunately, the night before Wodapalooza, he came down with food poisoning. He'd recently also got COVID when he left Dubai. So he was coming back from struggling from having COVID, and then obviously getting food poisoning the night before Wodapalooza. He had to withdraw from Wodapalooza. I did speak to him on Messenger, asked him how he felt after Dubai. He said he felt great. He was super happy with how he went and stuff, and he was excited for Wodapalooza. Now, obviously, this is a little setback. Now, Ricky's had a fair few setbacks in his time, so I don't think this is going to deter him at all. He did say that he's coming back to Australia, so he arrived back yesterday, I believe, back in Australia. As he said that Australia's like just too good. So when I did speak to him after he'd withdrawn from Wodapalooza, he said that he was super sick, couldn't even move off the couch. He wouldn't have even been able to compete in the first day's comp because he was so sick anyway from food poisoning. So it was a little bit of an unfortunate event for him. However, like I said, he's had a few setbacks already in his career. I don't think this is going to deter him. And coming back home to Australia, back to the lifestyle that he really loves and really thrives in, I think that he's going to have a great future for this season. Now, speaking of Wodapalooza, Ellie Turner. So Ellie Turner actually qualified for the Games last year. She was a rookie at the Games last year, then she went to Wodapalooza this year. She actually trains under Michelle Letendre, so a DECA comp. She's recently relocated to Canada, I believe, to train more with Michelle Letendre heading into this season. So she's from Adelaide here in Australia. Now, she did a phenomenal effort at Wodapalooza. For someone who's 23 years old, her mindset and her head screwed on. She really knows how to focus in her workouts. So she did lead the competition right through until the last day. So this shows that she does have what it takes. She just has a few holes in her game. Now, the workout that let her down had handstand walks in it, and she's kind of struggled a little bit because I had to be a bit unbroken. But I think that from that experience and that one event dropping her from top of the podium right down to, I think it was 5th place after that event, she had a 32nd place finish. She then had a little bit of work that she would have had to have done to come into that last workout. Now, high gymnastics in the toaster bar. She did put up a post today saying that she felt great after Wodapalooza. However, her abs felt really, really sore from the GHDs. Now, whether or not that impacted her being able to do the toaster bar more efficiently in that final workout, we'll never know. However, considering that she's a rookie and she's, only new to the sport, she has got a bright future ahead of her, and I'm so pumped for what she has to bring this season. I actually think she's going to dominate this season, especially if she works on those couple of weaknesses that she has. Once those things are sorted out, and especially now that she's over in Canada and she's training with Michelle Letendre like face to face and having that coach, hands-on coach, we're going to see big things from her. So I'm super pumped to see where she goes. So I just wanted to say congratulations to Emma McQuaid, who won Wodapalooza. Now, the saying goes that it's not over until it's over, and that was so true in that competition. She wasn't at the top of the leaderboard, and then all of a sudden she started making her way up, and then snuck in, got it, and it was super well deserved. She did an amazing effort that whole weekend. So that was cool to watch. And then also Patrick Vellner. So he won Wodapalooza as well in the elite men's division. Such a cool character. It's like so calm, collected. I love it when he wins an event, super relaxed. I mean, sometimes he comes across super hyped as well. However, he's such a modest person and super humble about his achievements and stuff. And you can tell that he loves what he does and he's good at what he does. So he has, once again, is your reigning champion for Wodapalooza. So big shout out to the boys from Down Under, okay, Thunder from Down Under. Now that team had Khan Porter, James Newbury and Matt DeLugo. Was supposed to have Jay Crouch on there, but he didn't want to take the risk of all the travel and stuff like he experienced when he came back from the games, which is fair enough. So Thunder from Down Under boys actually walked away with a second place finish. Cool to watch. Those two guys, James and Khan, are literally the most lit people I've actually met both of them, and they are super cool to talk to, super relaxed, and they just want to have fun. And you can tell just from what they're wearing and stuff, like they aren't there to be super serious and stuff. They just want to go in, have a good time. It's like as though they see the workout, like the competition floor, as just going into their gym at home and slinging some barbells around with their mates. So super cool to watch. And it was an awesome finish for them. Great way to finish Wodapalooza. So a couple other things have been happening in the CrossFit space that you probably have heard about. So Dave Castro, he was the director of the CrossFit Games and the general manager of sport within CrossFit. So he programmed all of the workouts for the Opens and for the quarterfinals and for the not the semi-finals, because a lot of the places get to do their own now. So it used to be for regionals, everyone had to do the same thing. However, he also did all the programming for the games. Now, recently, Eric Roza has decided to release Dave Castro from his position within CrossFit. My question is, this might sound ridiculous, however, like right before this happened, Dave Castro caught up with Greg Glassman. Did that have anything to do with Dave Castro being released? Now, I have read a whole heap of stuff saying that Eric Roza wants to create a more conclusive team environment, whereas he may have felt that Dave Castro was like a single-minded person who just kind of like led the group, but didn't let them have a say. So where his say was at one end and then everyone else just fell in line behind him. Now, a lot of people have come out to say that this is not the case, that they believe that Dave Castro was a very big, high team involved person, and you can actually see it a lot from behind the scenes of the footage that has been released from CrossFit. So I'm interested to see what the season ends up like, because the programming hasn't been done yet. So whether or not this is going to be completely different, whether or not it all falls apart, whether or not it all comes together, we'll wait and see. Lastly, I just wanted to congratulate Tia Claire Toomey, so reigning fittest woman on earth. She's been competing in the bobsledding and traveling around trying to make the Olympic team on the bobsled team. So her and Ashley Werner have actually qualified for the 2022 Beijing Olympics. So that's pretty cool to see. This will be her second time as an Olympian in a different sport again. Okay, so initially she went to the Olympics as an Olympic weightlifter. This time she's going to the Winter Olympics on a bobsledding team. So I'm actually excited to see where this goes and how well she goes. So that's all I got for you guys today. Just wanted to throw out a quick one. Just wanted to really, once again, if you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe. Let's get a female vlogger out into that CrossFit space. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks, crew. See ya.